Что же забыл, на чем остановился. Такс, давайте-ка узнаем. Сжечь все плакаты. Найти тех, кто обокрал. Все. Найти человека, который мечтает, что отправили. Мне надо... Мне, по-моему, надо было 4 уровень психоза, да. Психоза? Гипноза. Такс. 2. Да. Мужики, занимайтесь вашим делом, не мешайте. Просто как драться. Как там пики зачем накидать? Хуя подсечка. вообще был здесь? Ага. What's up, fuckers? Что-то забыл оформить. А похуй.
See them fancy clothes? This one's a top.
Ты зашел не тот угол, братишка. Ну чё, на улице, что ли? Вот здесь.
Done.
Done.
Mr. Throgmorton should be happy.
Так, что он здесь же ходил? А, тут точно.
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Dr. Reed, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
I put up your public service announcement. Consider the common folk warned about the vampiric presence.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Иронично.
You may not realize it, but you saved a great many lives today.
Do you really think they could be useful?
See the sad saint of the East End? How a single man can help so many people? I consider myself the discreet protector of these men and women.
Tell me, Ichabod, why do you consider yourself the protector of Sean Hampton's shelter?
He is a truly inspiring
Добрейший
example.
вечерочек.
Dedicated, pious. His shelter is open to all, whoever they are. Most admirable.
Goodbye, and good hunting.
Метров, ага. Ну, хотя можно было сразу там поискать.
This could be the public house Giselle Paxton mentioned. I should investigate. Giselle's stolen money. Everyone has some unethical ways of financing.
Сход там видит.
Don't like that, do ya? Sorry, sir. No admittance.
Фух.
You again? What do you want?
I've identified the men who stole from you. You were right. They were members of some self-proclaimed militia.
I knew it! Did you find the money too?
Yes, here it is. They thought they could finance their activities with it.
I never thought a man like you would be kind enough to... I misjudged you. Badly. Well, thank you, sir.
Will you give the money back to your comrades, then?
Fuck those bastards who fired me. I'll give the money to Miss Gillingham. Her son Jack was a friend of mine. He was killed recently.
Грингем, это кто? А, во.
I know you were friends with Miss Gillingham's son, Jack. Tell me about his death.
Jack's murder has been a shock to the neighborhood. A sign that the situation is now out of control.
Why is that?
There has always been tension between the Wet Boot Boys and members of the trade union. But a murder? That's a first.
Who killed him?
No one will ever know. One thing is certain. While Jack was alive, I had one less reason to drink.
Why does that upset you so much?
I wish I had found the time and words to tell him how important he was to me before it was too late. Another failure for Giselle Paxton.
Well, I'll leave you for now.
Даже где-то двигаться.
Good evening, young man.
There's no need to call me that, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye.
Так, старуха здесь. Че, куда что ли ушло? А. Флексит.
Good evening, Miss Gilligan.
Чё, окно быстро
May I
бегает?
come in?
Of course, of course. So, Dr. Tippets.
Goodbye, Miss Gilligan.
Окей. Что еще осталось? С этой бабой фиг знает, что делать. Убедить. Может прийти к ней в гости еще раз? Так, как раз по пути пройдем по этому. Это что? Ага. Ага. Да, сходи туда. Так, что там у нас жутко-то? Так, кого лечить еще можно? Это лечится. Ага. Надо зайти туда, да, полечиться. Фига, они снова утомились. Все здоровенькие. Давайте еще какой-то.
It's a leech! Kill it!
В смысле, что просто им показал? Так, вы по мосту идти? Нет.
It's on to us!
Не успел стрейфануться. Прям в жопу.
— 29 Pretty Orchard Street. This is it. What's in there for me? There's been a fight here.
Здорово. А? Далеко до сохранения, во-первых. Ну, попозже я тут пройду пару миссий. Так. Исследуйте. Если до крови идти.
Shut! Step away! See them? Salute! I'll take its head!
Ёп, твою мать, фига не жгут. Что говоришь? Восьмой.
So much blood. Whoever was killed got dried out.
Серебро?
We're being baited by leeches playing a nasty game.
Так, блин, я 22 уровня.
Remember your vows, friend. Stay back.
Блять, какая палка длинная. Я вампира. Там чуваки с этим. О, фига, у него ваншотнул. Да там эти чуваки с крестами. Они, блядь, какие-то мощные. Еще на 7 уровней больше, чем я. Ой. Скиллы дорогие, блин. Ну, за убийство троих дает там от 5 до 10 очков. А чтобы поднять скилл, там уже 1002-3. Блин, так смешно меня убил. Крестом прям в это, прям в нос зарядил мне. Тумбочка, у нас там тумбочка стоит еще одна черная с ящиками. Ну, она в этом, ну, как в предбаннике. Где воскрес, понял?
Across all these streets to let her expire. Behind me! It's on to us! The power of the Lord commands you! Free wind shall prevail!
Да блять. Играешь за вампира, чувак с крестиком. Вообще разносит. Ну. Не смотрю еще. А вот посмотреть. Ой. Ой. Ватсон, это же этот персонаж, который электрические решетки ставит. Да, столбики и это. Ульта, которая гранаты отбивает и щиты восстанавливает. Кстати, тоже полезная в оборонку. Вместе с рампартом ставить. Если с рампартом ставить, то гранаты не будут летать.
Across all these streets to let her expire and be found here. You're supposed. He's mine! I shall fear no evil! Remember your vows! The power of the Lord commands you! We the Lord keep sharp knives!
Живой, что ли? Он говорит, is dead, звучит как будто пиздец. И нахуй. А в мусорках нахожу шмот получше, чем у чуваков падает. Ничего себе. Еще и розу, наверное, дает.
The marks on this woman's neck were made by the fangs of a vampire. This is the very flower my mother tossed on Mary's coffin. Someone is targeting my family.
Возможно.
Her shoes and clothes are quite worn out. Only a golden watch in her pockets.
I see you.
Кто такая?
Right then. It's a sick game. But given no choice in the matter, I might as well win it.
Okay, Carlson.
Jonathan.
What was that? I won't let you escape. You're very fast, but I'll catch you. They've all been butchered. I can still sense a presence.
Držite ruku mi, da?
Come to me.
Idu.
God help, please. You! What have you done?
Vicar Larrabee, what happened?
Demon! Hell scourge! Son of perdition!
Vicar! Jonathan's no demon. He's just a soul. Returned from the dead. Like your Christ, Vicar.
Mary, is it really you?
Нихуя себе.
Oh, it's me, all right. Precious brother.
What is Mother doing here?
I'm gathering the family for a final reunion. All smiling, all dead. Thanks to the good Dr. Reed.
Mary,
Mother, say hello to your son.
Hello, Jonathan.
Mother,
What do we have here, Mother? The prodigal son has lost his tongue. Our Jonathan always had the first
Oh, yes,
and last
spoiler
word at dinner. The entertainer, the star of our show.
I'm sorry. Let me explain.
Shut up. It's my turn to do the talking. I have this nasty hole in my chest, Johnny. It needs to breathe.
Of course. You can speak.
My prayers went so long without an answer. My husband, killed in France. My child, carried away by the flu. My brother promising to return in his letters, then disappearing in thin air. I went from hospital to hospital. Cemetery to cemetery. Grave to grave. I've lifted every stone in London, searching for an end to the nightmare. And there you were. In front of me. On a dark pier.
The hunger had taken me.
The joy to have finally found you. I longed for your arms, a final happy ending to so much tragedy, to tell me all would be well again, as you did when we were children. It was this filthy dock where you greeted your sister. I dug a tunnel from my grave with my fingers and teeth.
Но не я же это делал.
Mary, I thought I had murdered you. I tried to end myself. We've been through the same horror.
We are a disease, Jonathan. A sickness that corrupts all it touches. All we kiss, and all we kill. Look at me. Admire your ilk.
I'm so sorry.
Apologies will not suffice. I demand reparation. I want a miracle. Are you a miracle worker, Dr. Reed? No? I'll show you mine then. The family Reed, reunited and complete, living forever in a red sea of eternal love. Time to go, Mother. Say hello to my son for
Mary,
me.
wait. I have made friends with vital knowledge. Vampires. We are not alone, Mary. With time, we can learn to live almost as we lived before.
How long?
What?
How long will this masquerade continue? I've been watching you. All these nights in Whitechapel, pretending you're still a doctor. You believe you're just fighting a disease. But it's you, the disease. Jonathan, you!
I'm a scientist. I'll find a solution. Let our mother go, please.
You're always the one to sway me to reason, Jonathan. But before, your motivations were always pure. Now you're tainted.
Let her go! She has no part to play in this.
Very well. Have you heard our good doctor? You can go home, Mother. Go home and rest in peace.
Yes, I'll go home and rest.
It's so easy to make them obey or forget. Puppets for our pleasure. I've seen you have your fun.
You are mad.
Один раз.
So that's what I am, Doctor. Mad. I was beginning to wonder. I've been hearing these voices in my head. One in particular. That
Okay.
of my dead brother. This is the reason I must kill you. Not for your betrayal. Not for our poisonous kiss. Not even for the lies you tell yourself. No. It's so that smooth and wicked voice will stop ringing in my ear.
Mary. No, don't!
Time to die, brother. And this time for good. Abomination.
Так, я могу это выпить или? Ха-ха, прикольно. А почему у меня какой-то драгится полностью?
What have you done?
Блять. То есть, а почему она сильнее-то меня? Она же не так давно вампиром была. Ну, типа... Либо она уже... до хрена кого выпила. Мотивация все равно непонятна. И чтобы сделать вампиром, надо не пить кровь, а перелить свою. Я выпил только ее, и ей-то ничего не переливал. Странно, что она превратилась. Ну, раз слышит мой голос, значит, что-то не то. Бля, у меня еще и крови теперь нету, да? Найс.
Come to me, Jonathan. You left me to rot in this grave. Kiss me again, sweet brother.
Че, ёбнутый?
You've killed me, brother.
Что-то я в ударов не попадаю, странно. Вроде бы легкий должен быть. Блин, а укусы разводите. Да, беда. Твой домик недалеко есть. Он, это Пекаль еще лучше. Пекаль там хорошо стреляет. Я не буду с вами играть, отстаньте. О, как хоть будет. Что? О чем? Это надо бы поспать, но там все больные, еще сильнее заболеют. Надо бы вылечить их до конца. Да, я еще не готов с ней драться.
Are you all right, Miss Shun?
My name is Xiao Shun. This is the proper way to address someone in my country.
I do
А ты в моей
apologize,
стране.
Xiao Shun. Are you all right?
Yes, I am. This is the only place where I can find some kind of serenity. Some way to remember my dear Matthew.
Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
I heard that she used to help the refugees, but unfortunately you don't see her around anymore.
Are you on your own? Do you have any friends or family who you could be with?
I have family and friends, but I need to be here alone. One day maybe I'll go back to them, but not now. I need silence.
У нее? А, острая,
need
после глаза.
How do you feel? Physically speaking, I mean.
I'm as well as can be expected, Doctor.
Are you on your own?
I have family and friends, but I need...
I've seen many deaths in my life, and we all grieve in our own way. Some stay silent, or need to shout. Others need company, and some just can't stand it.
Thank you for your sincere words, Dr. Reed. I sense you trying to help me, even if I don't quite understand why.
Tell me how your husband died, Xiao Shun.
Matthew died of the Spanish flu, like so many others. It's a mundane cause of death these days, but for me it meant the end of the world.
At this time, there is so little medical science can do to defeat this terrible epidemic. I'm truly sorry.
The worst thing is not his death, even if it tears me apart. The worst is not to have seen it coming, to have lost him so quickly, even before realizing it.
Did he hide his condition from you?
Matthew was a smiling type, a happy sort. Everything that I am not. Did he laugh at his death to come, or did he not realize what was going to happen? I'll never know.
The Spanish flu may be the worst disease mankind has ever faced. Why are you blaming yourself?
You don't understand. I didn't know he was so sick. I didn't realize the gravity of his situation until it was too late.
As harsh as this sounds, we are all equally vulnerable to this awful disease. It can take the strongest man in just a couple of days.
I never said goodbye to Matthew. We never realized how bad it was. We laughed about it even. He always made me laugh. Now I don't have enough tears to shed.
Are you a doctor yourself? Is this why you feel so guilty for not saving your sick husband?
No, I am not. But I still need to blame someone for Matthew's death. And who else, if not his wife, who did not see it coming?
I'm a physician. One of the best in the country. But
Just
I was
wait.
unable to save my own sister, Mary. She died in my arms.
Why tell me this? Is it supposed to make me feel better?
No. But I felt I should share it with you. Since she is buried here too.
May I ask what caused
Ну,
the
как
death
сказать,
of your
похоронен.
sister?
You could say she was also killed by a terrible disease. A disease I have sworn to fight and cure, no matter how long it takes.
Thank you for sharing that with me, Dr. Reed. Maybe it's time we start to rebuild our lives, you and I.
You realize you can't stay here forever, don't you? Eventually you'll have to leave the cemetery.
Why? Why should I go? Since this is the only place I can find peace of mind.
But you're not dead. There is a difference between visiting the dead and staying with them.
You sound like you're no stranger to the pain I feel.
Let's just say, I too have a good reason to visit cemeteries at night.
Please accept my condolences for your loss then, Dr. Reed.
You should go home now.
I think you're right. Cemeteries are for the dead, for they need silence too. Thank you for your honesty and your wisdom, Dr. Reed.
Thank you for your company, Xiaoshun. Take care on the way home.
Maybe I'll see you again in Whitechapel. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye for now.
Goodbye for now.
Matthew. The world has gone completely mad.
Так, нет, не сюда. Хуя себе. Да ёб твою мать. Так, смогу дойти до Whitechapel. Не знаю. Ну, тоже бесит, что когда они выходят, закрывают там статистику полоски жизни. Так, а как сюда вообще попал-то? Не помню. Как сюда уйти? Через низ нельзя. Не могу скрутить.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Да, это сходит туда еще. Нет, здесь нельзя. Тут можно читать их просто.
It's locked.
В смысле закрыто? Он только что выдает. Let me in! Let me in! Сука. Плохая игра про вампиров, если не с знаками общаться. Ну да.
It is good to see you again, Jonathan. How are you?
I'm better than one might expect, Lady Ashbury. Dr. Swansea has asked me to investigate the recent disturbances in the hospital, caused by skulls.
Really? What do you mean?
I discovered the most intriguing skull. An elderly woman answering to the name of Old Bridget, and a man who helps them remain hidden in London.
Old Bridget? Peculiar name, I've never heard of her.
According to Old Bridget, skulls can lead a peaceful existence like us. They are even able to nourish themselves by feeding on corpses and the flesh of the dead.
How vile. Please, Jonathan, let's change the subject.
Нет.
Skulls of London have gone into hiding. Both mortals and immortals plot their extermination.
Yes. Skulls are the orphans of the Vampire Society.
Ну да, типа.
They are the shame of their genitors.
Как зомби,
A
можно сказать.
disgrace to the vampire that
Ну,
created
не,
them.
все равно кусать может пить кровь, но типа не заражают.
There is something ominous closing around me, Lady Ashbury. Something spies upon me from the shadows. Something cruel and wicked.
Whatever do you mean, Jonathan?
If Sean Hampton and Harriet were not the guilty parties, then who? I saw the bodies and the blood.
Your rebirth has not gone unnoticed, Jonathan. Be extremely careful. If you get in the way of an immortal's plans...
Do you suspect someone?
I don't know, Jonathan. I steer clear of vampire politics, especially whilst hunters roam the city's streets.
Goodbye for now, my lady. Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. I really...
Ну, он торгует ресурсами для лекарства. Может, это опиум у него есть? Тут бывает, можно листочки подписать всякие интересные. Что делаешь?
Jonathan, at last. I've been worried sick. Have you solved the case of our poor Sean Hampton?
Don't worry, Edgar. The reputation of Pembroke Hospital is secure. Sean Hampton was not the guilty party.
Is that true? Oh, good news. Good news indeed.
Good news, everyone.
I found Harriet Jones. She's much the same old, embittered woman she was, only she's been made a skull. Her transformation did not go well.
Incredible. Well, why not bring
Этот
her
мужик
here?
типа знает про
We
вампиров.
could
Он
learn
значит, я
so
вампир.
much by studying her condition. It would be fascinating.
Взял на работу у меня в больницу себе.
I doubt that. She can barely move. Perhaps we could learn more about the degeneration of skulls.
Perhaps. But she could also belong to a new species. We know so little of the laws that dictate vampire reproduction.
Were there any studies made by your order on the subject?
Not that I'm aware of. I will transmit your discovery to the Brotherhood's primate. He will be delighted.
What do you know of the Ascalon Club?
Not as much as I would like. There have always been rumors about a secret society of vampires operating in the interests of the British Empire. Though I've never met a member.
British Empire? Хуя, типа они в политику вверх завязаны.
I crossed paths with one. A terrifying creature
Ну,
going
не
by the
подходит
name
мне
of
для
Fergal.
этого персонажа.
He was sent by the Ascalon Club to exterminate the skulls of the East End.
By the stole, Jonathan. If vampires are eliminating their own progeny, then dark times are upon us. Darker than I've ever witnessed.
Мне вот в Whitechapel, ой, ну в Рейне нравится музыка, сейчас куда пойду, она такая-то напряженная.
Do you think Lady Ashbury would know of them?
Jonathan, our beloved lady is not one for social dalliances, nor the assemblies of dark orders. She's a woman of superior taste and selective acquaintance.
Я не доверяю ей.
Does the name Old Bridget ring any bells?
I'd never heard of her. Why? A patient of ours? I must confess, I don't know them all.
No, it's just someone I recently met. A fascinating woman. I had thought that perhaps...
By the stole, Jonathan, you've met another vampire. I would appreciate an introduction, if that's the case.
A pleasure as always, Edgar.
Да, Whitechapel. Вот моя хата.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Он все время про воду говорит, я не знаю, где-то воду искать. Еще к главному торговцу сходить.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
Please show me what you have.
Of course. It's just drink.
О, невидимая палка, смотрите. Охуеть! Ты что творишь, мужчина?
Crawl back to the hell that spawned you!
Так. Переутомление, переутомление, переутомление. А этот исчез. Средство от мигрени.
I cannot enter.
Камон. Так, машина есть? Переутомление. А, да, быстро есть.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose. Do you need help, sir?
To be honest, I'd prefer you take a look at my stuff. I'd rather be rich and sick than the contrary.
I don't quite agree, but I won't argue with you. Please, take this. You'll feel better.
Really? Free? Don't take it personally, but charity usually comes at a price. Human nature being what it is.
Right then. Show me what... You never... Right then. Show me...
Что за придурок? Непонятно, почему тут загрузки вообще в необычные времена.
It's Father Whittaker, my son. So, are you still lost in your rational delusions?
Don't you fear getting sick yourself?
Faith gives me all I need, my son. If I must fall, then so be it.
No doubt your faith will prevail, but let me give you some extra protection against the devil's work. Medicine.
Blessed be your generosity, my son.
I have had enough for tonight. Goodbye.
Так, сколько у него надо? 5. А, все, 5000 тут. Чё, куда он ушел? Только что здесь был.
You look so pale, my lord. What do you like things to do?
There is something going on in this district.
Вот или.
You again? What you...
Can I offer you my medical expertise, Mr. Peterson?
Keep your medicines for others.
There is a thin line between pride and stupidity, sir. Please take this medication. You'll feel better.
All right. I'll take it then. It's not like I don't appreciate the gesture.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
I should never have taken that one.
Вот это интересно. Что это за штуки будут? Так, чтобы улучшить колышек. Часть хорошей рукояти. Окошки я могу улучшить, да? Так, опекарь. Увеличить урон. Время потеряски. Конечно, урон. Урон. О, у нас. белый фосфор. Так, белый фосфор. Где его вообще фармить-то можно? По споту появится. Интересно, после боя они закончатся, если я сдохну? Второй гейтер. Так, кровь это, ага. 4900. Сейчас до 5000 нафармить, там для толка. Вот вроде всего лишь 50, блин. И стоит 1300, охренеть. Так, 3300 я могу улучшить одну эту. Здравствуйте, здоровье. Сколько мне сейчас интересно? Я не помню. О! А я так мог сделать? А я что-то... Блядь. Это хорошо. Так, клёвым у меня 500 здоровья и 100 крови. Так. Господи, я не сильно наносит урон. Сейчас только последний вкачивать. 1400. Типа у меня было вот этого вкачан. Ну ладно, посмотрим. Это хорошо. Смотреться, в принципе, хватит. Ну-ка. Ну, плюс 40 это плюс к текущему, или что я 40% крови за один укус установлю? Ну, похоже, что нет. Так, сверхъестественно, подумать, что можно взять другое. Мисцура, цели всем поблизости. Так, я кровь ведь не выбью. Капашку этим. Ну, 600. Мощно так-то. Попробуем. Больше. Получается, я тогда хилиться не смогу. Но смогу за раз. Часто и помаленьку. Сто единиц исцеления. Дорого тут будет. Порция здоровья. Запас крови увеличить, да. Еще что-нибудь на 600 можно сделать. Объем крови при укусе. Плюс здоровье. Ничего я возьму. Попробуем так. То есть, блядь, я оставил его живых, чтобы он лечил